send you home.
You did say
because
that.
I thought this is just wrong. Because I know my thinking is always is all these straight boys are going to hit on you.
Which is, you're right. And that does happen. That does happen.
When you look like you, it's not like you're,
Thank you.
on one of the other things.
Well, I won't lie to you. Like, it definitely has changed a little. It's weird because in real life, I always been like, beach clothes. I lived at the beach for so many years as a surfer, so that's kind of like my vibe. But then in comedy, I do find that you can't go to a comedy club looking too good as a woman.
No.
Even nights, like I went to the premiere for your show, I'm Dying Up Here.
Oh, I'm not in that. I just went to the premiere too.
Well, oh, you're right. You're right.
We were both there.
We were both there at the premiere.
I wish I was. People kept asking me if I was in the show.
People asked me too. They thought I was the blonde chick. I'm like, no, that's not me.
You wish, right?
No, yeah, totally. But after that, I went to the Improv that night, and even just that night, I had on like leather pants and a bustier, I think, and people still were like, "Why are you so dressed up here?" Like, it's weird to be at a comedy club dressed sexy.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
So tell me how you started doing comedy. We're going to get into all of that, but I want to know what your start was because I really don't know. I want to know your history.
Well, so, I mean, I grew up in Ohio. I always wanted to be in show business, but I really wanted to be an actor. But I wanted to work in like sitcoms. Like I always wanted to do comedic acting.
And now there's hardly any sitcoms.
Right, exactly.
Now it's just these single camera shows and there are comedy drama and it's really not the time of comedy in terms of television. It's really about the mixture of everything.
Although now I feel like
what is going on? It sounds like there's this
I was wondering
the guys are running.
Normal?
Everybody's running around. There's this. Something's going on. There's actually there's a lawnmower in the other room.
There's something happening. Yeah. Anyway,
so if we're looking around like we're crazy, we hear this sound.
I know. I was wondering, can they hear it?
And Jake are going crazy.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Let's give her some more close-up. She's the pretty one.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Get it off me.
That's about, by the way, the same volume as the Magic Wand vibrator that I use at home. Just not to.
Now, thank you for telling me that. I didn't need to know, but there's a lot of boys out there, and these two, their ears just picked up, and all of a sudden, there's Jake's hand because Jake only has a hand on this show. We weren't allowed him to show his face.
Whenever I hear like a really loud buzzing sound like that, the first thing I think is like someone has the same vibrator as me. But
I don't think that.
Because you don't use it. Apparently.
No vibrators.
But anyway, so
how did you start doing comedy? Because you're so young and you're so pretty, and it seems like the oddest thing that somebody would do, that looks like you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So you wanted to work as an actress in sitcoms.
Yeah. Well, for one thing, I was like a real ugly kid. Like
I can imagine.
Forever. I mean, I was hideous.
Okay, please look up ugly picture of Kate.
I will show you. I'm telling you, I was so hideous.
We come back. Okay.
So I developed a personality.
You were hideous.
I'm telling you, I was showing someone photos last night.
Is this your original face? Did you have it?
No, this is my real face. But I learned makeup and I got in shape and I put highlights in my hair and I got my boobs. Like I made myself more attractive.
So you didn't have big boobs and you had weird hair.
Oh my God, I had a unibrow and crooked teeth, a mullet, no boobs. I was the most ugly. I'm not exaggerating.
Were you raised in a trailer park?
No, but like that area of the country.
Where are you from?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Canton, Ohio.
I used to work at the Funny Bones in Columbus.
No way.
And that was where I taped my special, yeah.
Shut up. I'm working there next weekend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. But anyway, so I moved to Chicago for college. I got like a theater scholarship. I was still acting in Chicago. And then I started doing a little improv in Chicago.
So you actually went to college to be an actress. And where did you go to college?
I went to the college, Chicago College for Performing Arts, which is downtown Chicago.
I would have loved to have done that.
It was really fun. And then, the plan was to come straight to LA, but I got married. And my now ex-husband didn't really want to go all the way to LA. He was like, let's just go to Chicago.
Let's just go halfway.
Let's go halfway. Yeah, pretty much. And I got a scholarship. So we went and I started doing improv. And I always I liked improv, but I always felt like, I don't want to rely on a team. I just want to be funny out here by myself.
Well, it's a different skill. People don't see it. They always say if you do comedy, they think it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. It's
very much a different school. It's what I call the in-between stuff. You're an actor.
Yeah.
And then you're a stand-up. And then there's this weird in-between comedy. And you really have to, it's really about trust.
It really is. And the thing is for me that I liked improv, but then I moved to LA in 2006. And when I first got to LA, the very first thing I thought is like, man, just being a cute, funny girl in this town isn't enough. There's a billion cute, funny girls. Like in Chicago, you stand out a little more. And so I was like, what could make me stand out more here? I'm going to get good at stand-up. So that's really why I started doing stand-up.
So she thinks, the first thing I'll do if I want to be a comedian, oh my God, is I will get good at doing actual stand-up. Who would think?
I mean, I'm telling you, like, originally.
Oh my God, high five.
It's true. Like, I always loved stand-up. And when I first started doing it, I was horrible at it. But I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, if I get good at this, I will stand out, because there aren't a lot of really, attractive women that do this.
It's hard because when you go on stage with a handicap of sorts, because people, you have to get them off looking at you, and then you know that they are, and it has to be your joke. Yeah. Because if you don't act, if there's all these rules, and for those at home, Comedy 101, the first thing they see is how you look and what you're wearing.
Totally. Like what you said to me that night you met me. It's so true. Like you can't, this is the one profession where being an attractive female can actually work against you instead of for you, where in most jobs it's like.
But they are looking for you these days. I have to say there are more beautiful women doing comedy than ever. In my day, you would never see it.
Yes.
You just would never see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you just wouldn't. And not that these women weren't attractive, but you would not see your kind of beauty.
Oh, that's
You'd
really
see a different
sweet.
kind
Thank
of
you.
beauty. You'd see other women that were attractive for different reasons and in a different kind of way.
Yeah, it is funny though, because it's like people will say like, you're so cute for a comic, and that's true also. Like there's a different standard of beauty for female comics, and the bar is much lower.
Even for men now. I mean, there are really attractive men comics too.
Look
at Damon Wayans Jr., gorgeous.
Oh, he's so handsome, I know.
Our friend Paul Elia, really handsome.
Oh, Paul is so cute. There's so many. Yeah. Colin Kane.
Oh, yeah.
He's like supermodel hot.
It's really weird.
I know. But when people say like you're cute for a comic, to me that's like saying you're like the cutest rat in the pack. Like it's still not, like none of us are like, I mean, I'm attractive for a comedian, but if you put me in a room of models,
no.
Well, thank you.
You look like a girl who actually has eaten something. You don't look like you have some sort of, you're not going home and throwing it up all.
Well, not today.
So what was your first big gig?
First big gig?
Yeah, the first gig that you ever did that was like really like, oh my God, I'm really doing this. I'm killing.
Well, I mean, I guess for me, like the biggest moment stand-up wise would have been hosting the AVN Awards.
I hosted them too, the Gay-VN Awards.
Shut up.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
They don't have them anymore. There's a gay section, isn't there, in the AVN Awards?
I think there's still a separate like gay porn awards thing, but I don't know what it's called.
The Gay-VN Awards are the porn awards, right? Yeah, so they're the
gay porn awards.
Yeah, it's really the whole industry is a very bunch of unusual people.
It is.
It's a whole world that I don't,
I knew nothing about it. When they came to me and asked me to do it, I swear to God, this isn't even a joke. They were like, would you be interested in hosting the AVN Awards? And I was like, what's the AVN? Is that like a bird show? Like, I didn't even know what it was. And then they were like, no, it's like the porn Oscars. And I was really on the fence about doing it because I'd already hosted.
Bobby Slayton did it for years.
I know.
Sandra Bernhard, I think, did it one year.
And Stanhope has done it, and Attell has done it, and like April Macy, like lots of comics.
And Bruce Valanche and I did the Gay Awards. There's some other people, but I don't know who.
Yeah, so I knew a lot of big comics had done it, but I was anxious to do it because I hosted this show on the Playboy channel, and then I did all this like in a bikini stuff, and I just was like, I'm gonna get pigeonholed into like the adult entertainment comic, and I didn't want that.
No.
But then
because it's really hard to get out of it.
Exactly. And so what I told them is I said, I'll do it if I can host it my own way, if I can do this sweet innocent take on it where it's like
that's the best.
Don't know
that's what I did. Yeah. Fish out of water.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, how else can you do it?
Well, I mean, I guess like for someone like David, like for a lot of guys watch so much porn that for them it's
they're part
like,
of, hey, I'm here for my group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just wanted it to be like, I have no idea what's happening here.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I rode in on a giant penis wearing a tuxedo. I did 10
Me too.
minutes.
Just kidding.
10 minutes of stand-up that killed.
Yeah.
And then, from then on, it seemed like the audience had left the room. They all just went crazy, and they were getting drunk and high and walking in and out of the room.
That's exactly how it was for me as well.
So
my set up top, I did 8-10 minutes, something like that. It was so good. But what's funny is...
And then after that, it's like...
After that, they don't care.
Bye.
But, yeah, but you've been to award shows, right? You know
but it was really... But wasn't it so clean cut from one to the other?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
And then one of the bisexuals came up and won Best Bisexual, and they wouldn't stop talking. And I said, look, enough is enough. Everything can't be about you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the AVN Awards I hosted was hilarious. I came out and did a monologue, and then the two porn star girls that were co-hosting, because they have a comedian and two porn chicks, they came out and did an actual musical number, a song and dance number.
How good was it, or how bad
got cut from the showtime.
Okay, with that, we're going to take a break right here with Kate Quigley, comedian and actress on Absolute Jason Stewart. Please don't change that channel. We'll be right back. Oh my God, we don't have a channel.
There's no channel to change.
There's no channel.
You've been left on your own like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark. Do your demons, do they ever let you go? When you try, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know?
I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the dream is gone. I have become comfortably numb.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Absolute Jason Stewart. We have now changed our camera angles, and I couldn't have a gorgeous girl on this show and not let everybody see her, and I didn't want them to see my big fat body. Anyway, so let's talk about it, because I've said it like 500 times. Being an average-looking person in the business for me,
Which you're not, but go on.
well, for Hollywood I am. I go to the Midwest, I'm drop dead gorgeous. But being who I am, and I've been told my whole career that I'm not good looking enough for this or not that always.
What?
Oh yeah, people will say it right to your face. They'll also say, "Oh, you're gay, you can't do this."
Ugh.
You know, there's always been, so it's a different world to live in than what you live in. And in the gay world, it's, you know, especially if you're going to work in gay films, any gay themed films, which I don't get to work in a lot because I'm not good looking enough or young enough. You have to be under 40, and then when you're over 40, you basically have this one scene where you either play the guy that's dying of AIDS or somebody really, really funny that walks in, does something, and then leaves.
There's just not enough roles.
Yeah. Yes. So I have a little chip on my shoulder, I think, you know, about
We
it.
all do, though, like no matter who you are, because there's always, and thank you for saying I'm attractive again. That's really sweet. This is the thing.
her.
Like,
It just happened to her today.
No, but I mean, like, I don't think of myself that way still. I mean, I know that I'm not ugly, but I don't think of myself as a hot chick either. I just think
But you also are really smart. I mean, you've used your looks to really gain attention to you and set you out from the pack.
You know why?
So tell me how you did that and how it first came about.
I'll tell you how this happened. I used to be a fitness model, and like a promo model. Like I was on some beer posters, and I used to do a lot of like.
Me too.
Really? Oh my
Okay.
God! That's why we have so much in common. I call it hot girl jobs. I really paid for college with hot girl jobs. I only did hot girl jobs back then, but I wasn't hot. Honestly, I was okay, but I had a great personality.
Oh, for Hawaii.
For Chicago.
Ohio and Chicago, you
It's
were.
in Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even hot there. But like, what happened is, I would go on these gigs.
Can I just? I'm just really not buying this. I like. Please.
Whatever you want.
This is what I. I don't
Okay.
really like the hair
So
over on one side.
whatever you
It
like.
just bothers
Whatever. I
me.
like that he's fixing it. Like this is great. I
Well,
need
we-
to take you with me everywhere.
We're not going there. Isn't that better, boys? The guys don't like the hair.
Guys
full.
like it better now.
Yeah, the
Okay,
guys.
thank you guys.
These are not people. They're just thumbs. They're
just thumbs
it's
up.
A hand goes
Thumbs
up
up.
like thing on Adam's Family. There it is.
So let's see. I would go do these hot girl jobs, and then basically what happened is I started doing stand up. I was still doing quote hot girl jobs, and so my Instagram was kind of like both. It was kind of both.
You're
things.
really very savvy with all of that.
Well, thank you. But what happened is I came to the Improv one night, and this was after I'd done a weekend of gigs where I posted like a lot of hot photos. I came to the Improv, and I'm not kidding, like 6 male comedians, all men, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Only men, came up to me and were like, Kate, you got to tone it down on your Instagram. We're worried about you because you're funny, but people aren't going to think you're funny. They're just going to think you're hot, and people are going to get confused, or they're going to book you for the wrong reasons. And I took like really great offense to this.
Sure.
Because I was like, why can't you be funny and sexy? Why does it have to be a choice? Why do we have to live in this little world where it's like comics can only look a certain way?
Because we hate you on sight, and then at the same time we want to be you.
Well, thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, but and it's like the soap opera people have come over and now they're taking our jobs, or the models are taking our jobs.
I totally understand.
And we can't
it.
get those jobs.
I totally understand.
So there's this love hate because we love you and we want to be with you, but we don't want you to be in our.
I kind of get that. I do
Yeah, it makes
because it's the same way I get when like a famous athlete suddenly starts getting stage time at the Comedy Store because they
or
decide to
anybody.
right, I get it. But so I left.
But so
that-
what's really cool though is that people found out that you were funny after, because I saw you
Thanks.
work at the Dime, and then I thought, oh, I want to work with this gal.
Aw, thank you.
You know what I mean? Because I said this gal has really taken something and run with it, and I think you have to do that to pull yourself in the pack. I mean, 25 years ago I came out and said that I was gay, and the real main reason was not to set myself aside from the pack, though it really did.
Yeah.
What it did was it let me talk about who I am and what I deal with
Yeah.
on a regular basis in
Yeah.
my life, and because all of a sudden you couldn't be a whole person if you're not dealing with everything that's a part of who you are.
Yeah, well, and what happened is I remember being really bummed about it because these are comics I'm friends with and respect, and who also, I knew respected me as a comedian. And so I was at the Comedy Store. I was talking to Sam Tripoli. I'll never forget.
Great guy.
Yeah,
Very funny.
Yeah, I was talking to Sam Tripoli. He's a good friend, and he was like, Kate, he's like, here's the thing. In this business, don't listen to other comics. He goes, the most important thing is to get as many eyes on you as possible and for as many people to know you as possible. So use every tool in your box to do it, whatever you have to do. And I really took that to heart. And I left that night and I was like, how can I use this and make it funny? So I started doing this in a bikini series, which got really popular.
Where was it? Where could people see it?
It was a photo series. I did it as a photo series. So what I would do is I would
Yes, there's a shot there that I set in the second set.
at like a Home Depot or something
so I was
wearing
shopping.
a bikini.
In the one that I just sent. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would wear a bikini and I would go everywhere in it. And I would have a camera person follow me, but I would act just completely natural, like I wasn't wearing a bikini. So I'd be at like Home Depot buying wood, or like at a cemetery, like putting flowers on a grave or whatever. But I would get the camera guy to try to capture the faces
so
of
jealous.
people. It was really fun.
Could I just come and be your assistant in all of this?
Honestly, it was so funny.
I should be the older guy going,
That's exactly what would happen. People in the back, like I went to the Scientology church and I had them give me a stress test in a bikini. I went to a
did
mall.
they care that someone was taking pictures while you're doing it?
That was the best part at the Scientology Center. They did not care about the bikini, but they were like, that person can't photograph this. And I was like,
yes.
I'm in a bikini. But
They didn't care about that. Now, as long as you,
now that one is actually different because I did the in a bikini thing for so long. That's actually the Las Vegas Laugh Factory. That was Dom Herrera's taping of his 1 hour special, and he asked me if I would open for him wearing a bikini And to be honest with you, at that point, I'd completely stopped doing the in a bikini thing because I got tired of it.
Right, it was just a thing. It ran its course.
But when Dom Herrera asks you to do something,
you better, because he'll hate you forever if he doesn't. I did an interview on his podcast once, and I still don't know what happened. And he made some really, derogatory gay joke, but in a funny way. He was being funny. Yeah. It was totally cool with me. And I said, well, you're fat. And he got so mad. And he's been mad at me since.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm trying to get him to come on this show. But he was so sensitive. I love Dom. And I've known him since I started out, and I have great reverence for him. But I thought that I was allowed to do that. But apparently I wasn't, because I was in the class below him. And I learned my lessons, certainly.
Some comics also, I have noticed, are really good at dishing it out. But if you joke around with them at all, they're very sensitive. I'm really sensitive. I never notice when people are joking, by the way. Like, someone will make a joke to me, I'll go right over my head, and they'll be like, you're a comic, you didn't know that was a joke. I take everything literally.
Well, because sometimes we don't know what's going on. Also, we're so focused on what we're doing, and people don't realize the focus that it takes to do that. The whole idea.
We're very self-centered.
But it is also, it's a hard job. It's a hard job.
Is.
You're nervous whether you're going to be able to do your time. You're nervous whether you're going to remember your new jokes. You're nervous whether you're going to get laughs. Who's in the audience? Or who's going before you.
Oh,
all the
for
things.
sure.
And a lot of times we have no control over all this stuff.
It's true. It's true. But anyway, that's how it happened. I started doing the bikini stuff. And then once I got, and then one night Eric Griffin came up to me at the Laugh Factory. Eric. I love Eric too. And he said, hey, if you're going to do this whole I wear a bikini everywhere thing, you got to put your money where your mouth is and wear one and go do a set in it. And I was like, I can't do that. And he was like, you got to.
He's right, though.
He goes, you're going to walk around like I'm a feminist who can wear a bikini wherever I want and, F all these guys. He goes, then you got to.
Did you do it?
Yeah, so I set up a show at the Ontario Improv called the Hollywood Pool Party, where we made it like a beach-themed show. We put a pool on stage. So it was like anyone that wore a bikini there got like half-price tickets. So I made it like a themed thing.
So you weren't the only one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, cheater!
Not many people wore them, but it was just so that I could wear one.
Did any guy come in a bikini just to be funny?
Some guys came in swim trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went up in a bikini and I did it, and I had a great set, and it was really fun. And and I put it on YouTube, and it's funny because it's my most watched YouTube video.
Because it's unusual, yeah.
Yeah.
But did the set go when you opened for Dom for his special? Did that go really well?
Well, it was funny because
that's weird because it's his people.
It was weird.
Taping.
It was weird. He taped two. So the first show.
Just for folks know at home, everybody always tapes two. It's very common.
Yeah. So we taped two shows that night. So the first show, he said, don't mention the bikini. Just go out on stage and do your regular thing and just pretend you're not wearing it.
And that probably was weird.
Well, no. And then the second show, he said, you can mention it if you want. Actually went way better when I didn't mention it. I came out on stage, and the only thing I said, man, it's really hot backstage. and then I just did my act, and that went great. Then the second show, I kind of tried to joke around about wearing the bikini. That didn't work as well.
Interesting. So, yeah. It was Vegas, too. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We're going to be back here with Kate Quigley here on Absolutely Jason Stewart. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
We're rockin' with a rock band founded in 1983, then reunited in 2016. Please welcome Rough Gut.
All right, everybody, it's your co-host here, Chris Hager.
Hey, Amir to Rock. That's Amir to Rock. Dave Alford,
a.k.a. Rockin' Dave.
Rockin' Dave. Everybody knows Rockin' Dave. Who's missing?
Actually, yeah, right. Actually, yeah.
Matt?
Paul's out in Vegas, and he wanted to be here, but could not make it today. Matt's excuse, no, actually he doesn't. His excuse is not as good.
We're not gonna.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
He does have a pretty good.
Miss you, bro.
We do miss you. What is it like starting again? How crazy is that?
Not only is it unfinished business, but it's nothing short of a miracle.
Everybody's still alive. That was the first poster that Warner Brothers made of us.
Pointing. Oh, the 80s pointing.
84?
86.
Okay,
86.
Jackson Guitars, now GJ2 Guitars, likes to refer to us as the San Diego Mafia.
We actually, believe it or not, paved the way for a lot of those.
I know you do.
We just wanted to announce that we are actually working with Wendy Dio again now, and we're real excited about that.
She was your manager to
She
begin.
was our manager all through the 80s.
We're talking about new music now.
We can talk about new music.
Let's talk about new music. What you guys got? Come on,
Well-
bring it.
Welcome back to Absolutely Jason Stuart with my guest Kate Quigley. I wanted to say hello to a couple fans and friends watching the show. We've got my friend Tim Kirtwin, the wonderful writer, with his film what was it called, guys? Oh God, I love his movie, but I can't remember.
Called I Love His Movie.
Lazy Eye. It was great, and he was on my first show coming back this year. And a wonderful comedian, Jan Karam, who I adore. Oh, an old friend comedian, Elliot Threed. Hello, Elliot. David A. Lee, the writer of my short film, Like Father. And we have, Linda O. Samuel, my mom's friend in Palm Springs. And thank you. And a couple other people, Patrick Massey and Liam. Hello to everyone out there for listening in on Jason Stewart, Absolutely Jason Stewart. It's talking on the mic and using your glasses and reading. I have to learn to do all sorts of things. It's
Multitask.
very, very sad to get old. That's all I have to say. It's just so weird. Oh, I don't know what's going on now. I wish I had someone that can do this like on a big talk show like Jenny Jones had. Anyway, and then somebody gets shot. It's very upsetting.
I like that Jenny Jones is your big talk show reference. Like not Oprah, Jenny Jones.
Oh no, I'm looking for just a show that's just successful. That's all. So let's look at some pictures. Let's look at some pictures and see what's that. What is this? No, this is the thing.
Oh.
Is this your baby? Tell.
What does that say when you're debating if you want a bag of chips? That was at Whole Foods in Beverly Hills. That one is actually, that's what I was talking about. I used to travel around wearing a bikini to just places
But the
shouldn't.
whole idea that you were actually going to eat chips is even the weirder thing.
Well, that's why it's funny. Like, do you want a bag of chips? You're here in a bikini.
No, you're never going to eat chips.
I got banned from that Whole Foods.
Did you really?
Yeah, I am banned from so many places, by the way. I'm banned
Just for wearing a bikini?
Yes. I'm banned.
Wait, in Beverly Hills?
Do you know the best one? I'm banned from the Hollywood Forever Cemetery because I went there in a bikini and I took a photo over a grave. It's my favorite ever.
Will they ever know that you're coming back if you don't wear a bikini?
How would they know?
Yeah, you can go back.
But it's funny because I posted the photo and I tagged them in it. The meme, the caption said, Gramps said the only way I can wear this is over his dead body. And I'm wearing a bikini with like a shawl over
I'm
it.
surprised because they're so cool.
That's the thing. This cemetery, for people that don't know, they have rock concerts. They show horror movies there. They have
Every
festivals.
Saturday night over the summer, they show. I just saw Dirty Dancing there.
Yeah, you could go there and watch Dirty Dancing probably in a bikini in the summer and they wouldn't care. But I got a letter from their attorneys saying that I had to remove the photo, which I did not, and that I was not welcome back at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery while living. So they're like, you can buy a plot here, you can die here, but you can't.
Cannot be alive while it happens. Yeah. Okay, let's see another picture. Who is that?
Oh, that's Annika Albright. That was hosting the APN Awards.
Wow.
And do you want to go to this one?
Oh, yeah. Who's that?
That's Stephen Kramer
Glickman.
Glickman.
Yeah, Stephen Glickman. Yes.
Do you know him?
Yeah, he's got a really cool, interesting show that one of the kids that I mentor, Robbie Carlisle. Do you know Robbie? Is his sort of Larry Bud Melman.
Oh, you're talking about the nighttime show. Yeah, and Glickman was in Storks. He was the voice of Pigeon Toady, and he and I used to co-host my podcast, Date Fails, which now he just comes on as a regular guest because he just got so busy that we couldn't schedule together all the time. But that was like one of the promo shots for Date Fails, me and him on a bad date.
Oh God. He that's his fantasy.
Oh God, his girlfriend is stunning.
She is.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But come on.
No, she.
Come on. Yeah.
That is a photo of me at the Chive headquarters in Austin.
What's the Chive headquarters?
The Chive is a website that's kind of like, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's kind of like a BuzzFeed type app, but it's for like their demographic is like guys 18 to 35. It's mostly like they have tons of like military guys that follow them, and it's like
I get military guys sometimes that are gay that want to go out with me.
nice.
But I never know if it's a real person or it's a lie.
What do you mean? Where do you?
Because they're all, I don't know. They always want to get your number and call you, and you hardly know them. And
where are they coming at you?
On Facebook.
Oh, really?
I get it all the time.
I don't give my number to strangers on Facebook anymore. Only strangers in real life. Yeah, that's it.
So Date Fails, you're still doing the show.
I do Date Fails every week. I literally recorded one last night. Sometimes I do 2 a week. It depends how bad my love life is going. So lately, lots of episodes.
You have no one in your life?
I try. I mean, like, I do date.
Do you date other comics?
I try very hard not to.
Well, it's hard because that's what you're around all the time.
That's the problem. I try really hard not to, but the thing is, not only are we always around each other, it's like other comics get you. They get the hustle. They get the timing of it. Like a regular guy, I can't be like, hey, I'll come over at 11 o'clock when I'm done with my set, or they just think I'm trying to be like a booty call. But then the only time I have to hang out is like middle of the day or late at night. Like, I never have.
On the weekend, when they're with their kids because they're divorced. Push another picture.
That's with Dom. That was opening for Dom in Vegas. We took that in the green room.
I love that. That's a great club.
I love the Laugh Factory Las Vegas.
Who's this?
That's Rampage Jackson. Do you know him?
No, tell me.
Oh,
Is he a sports person?
Rampage Jackson. Well, he was a very well-known fighter, like a UFC fighter, and then he was in the new A-Team movie that came out like a few years back. He was the Mr. T guy. But that was us. We golfed together at like a celebrity golf. Not well.
Yeah, I was asked once to golf at a tournament too. They don't care if you can, if you're funny.
They don't care if you golf. No,
Yeah.
we golfed together. And you know who else I golfed with there? This actually went super viral. It was on TMZ and stuff. Was what's his name? Chris McDonald, the guy from Happy Gilmore. Peter McGavin.
Norm McDonald.
No,
Chris McFarlane.
I forget his real name. I think it's Chris. It doesn't matter. The guy that played Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
I know.
Do you know
I don't know the movie really well because I never saw it.
Well, okay. Well, he's like.
I love Adam.
He's
love
pretty
Adam
iconic, and I was wearing a bikini at that event because I wanted to get a funny photo of me golfing in a bikini, and he came up behind me and was teaching me how to. I asked him to do this, by the way. I just want to say that because he's married, and apparently, when the video came out, people got very upset because they're like, he's married and you're like a hussy. What do you do? And I said, I asked him.
And these are just funny. You're a comedian. This is not real.
People get so offended.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I think I sent you a photo of me with Waka Flocka, which was
Show me another picture.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, who is Waka Flocka?
Okay.
I want to tell you something. Of all the guests I've ever had on the show, this is so educational because I have no idea who these fighters are, or these porn people, or these sports people. I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
You're probably not. You're okay. Look.
No, it's just I'm ignorant.
No, it's okay. You're not watching a lot of porn with women in it.
But I like porn that's real. I like real people. I like to watch real people.
Oh, you do?
I go on Tumblr and I watch the real ones.
I don't watch porn anymore because I know too many people and it takes me out of it.
Really?
Yeah, because I know all of them.
See, if it's somebody that I really dig and I think they're really hot and I get to see them do something. Oh, they're porn people. But I want to watch real people with their real videos.
Oh, I'd like that. I like that too.
I don't even know if they're real, but if they're really good actors. Or they're doing
the audition tapes.
Yes.
Like, I know this isn't real, but it seems so real. I love the audition tapes where the girls are like, I'm thinking of doing this.
For guys, it's called Broke Straight Boys. And you think, God, how do they turn gay so fast? It's like 10 minutes. All of a sudden, they start off and they're naked and all of a sudden they're doing it all.
Well, the Waka Flocka thing, this is a great story.
Who is Waka Flocka?
Okay, Waka
my
Flocka
fans don't know who they are.
Is a hip hop star. He's like a rapper, hip hop.
How big?
Guy.
Grammy winner?
Huge. I mean, like, I don't know because I don't watch the Grammys, but
okay,
he
Waka
has millions
Flocka,
and millions.
Waka Flocka, I want you on my show.
He's huge. Okay, so he performed at the AVN Awards.
Fran Weil says hello.
That's my mom.
Oh,
hi, Mom.
I love that. I think my mom is listening too.
So Waka performs the AVN Awards. This is amazing. After he performs, we're backstage during the show. There's all these people chilling in the hall. And Waka came to my dressing room and said, let's get a picture together. And I said, hey, let's make a funny video. You go stand in the middle of the hallway, and I'm going to run up to you and like dance on you like a bad white girl twerk, like the worst thing you've ever seen. And then I want you to just look at me like I'm a total loser and walk away, and we'll get it all on camera. I'll put it on my Instagram. So we did this. Jason, this video, people thought it was real, and people thought I was just a drunk white fan. And they were like, drunk, crazy white girl tries to twerk on Waka and gets dissed. The video went so viral.
How many people?
It had like 10 million views on YouTube. It was on TMZ, Entertainment Tonight. It was on every outlet because it became like a race war. Because people on my Facebook, if you go find this video,
race?
People were like, she's racist. This is the...
Because why?
Apparently.
But you liked him. Even if you were nobody.
Planned it.
But even if you were the girl that you were playing in the video,
right, was just a fan. But people were angry because he's married, and people were like, Waka's married and he doesn't cheat on his wife, and what is she doing? And then someone wrote, this is the reason Bill Cosby got accused of raping white women, and that had like 4,000 likes, that comment. Like, it became such a big thing.
Did you get a job out of it?
I did get some work out of it, yeah. But the funniest thing was, Waka's people called me and they go, we're going to have him issue a statement that this was a joke. And then he actually had to do that because it became
which is even better.
Such a big deal. Yeah, it was crazy. But I picked up like 20,000 Instagram followers from that video in one day. It was insane. And it was all fake. But anyway.
And what did everybody say when they knew that it was just a funny little thing you were doing?
I mean, it was still a mix. Like, people are like, it's not funny. Other people. But the point is, it didn't matter because there's no such thing as bad press.
So you're really, really into, social media in a big way, I think. I mean, you really seem to know how to manage that in a way that I don't. You have a sort of take on it, even during the thing that now my Instagram is on. And we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about that because I really want to talk about the possibilities of how you are able to do this, and it seems to be really, really in a positive way springboarding your career. We'll be back in just a second. Please stay with us, and if you have a question, ask on Facebook, and Kate will answer it.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in just a minute. Don't change the channel. Oh my God, there's no channel.
I'm Moxie. And I'm Nicole. And we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. Oh, just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
I like to sing, dance, pretend, and I like to have fun.
Someone was suspected of being responsible, but it was all hushed up.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct.
Dr. Drew,
hi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously, if someone like, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey, Mondays at 4 p.m.
Okay, so Kate just helped me. Apparently on Facebook, only my friends could see it. Now everyone in the entire fucking world can see it.
Yeah, because
now,
when
is it on both pages like that?
Yes, because here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that even on your personal Facebook, even if it's not a fan page, you can choose to make a post public to the whole world. Otherwise, like the way you had it, only our friends can see it. And
I must have hit it the other day, and by accident. It's so...
I'll help you.
I really need... I just think, well, it's just sad.
It's not sad. You have to learn it. It's like learning.
Sad. It's been too many years. It's sad. I hit a button by accident, and the whole thing is just fuck.
It's like learning a new language.
No, it happened. I just by accident, and then all of a sudden I'm talking to 3 people for 2 years.
Everything is gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Sorry. I shared the post again. Now it'll be public. See?
From the beginning. Now, what's the other people missed the first 3 segments?
They can go watch at the end.
All right. Let's see. You have any more pictures? Let's see a couple more pictures.
More? I don't know.
I also got some.
Oh, that.
What's this?
This is a on the Playboy channel called Undercover. This was cool. This is my first time having my own TV show. I got to travel.
I worked for Playboy too. I did their Playboy morning show once.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. This was real cool. It was a series. We shot 22 episodes or 24 episodes, I think, and it basically, have you ever seen Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe's show? Do you know that show?
No.
I love that show. Okay, Dirty Jobs is a show where this guy travels around the country and he tries out people's jobs, like any weird
Oh my God,
job.
that sounds awful.
I know, but it's funny because it's like, he's funny, so
Right.
the show is funny. My show on Playboy TV was like that, but in the world of sex. But what we would do is we would find people that were into like unique or interesting or strange kind of like sex fetishes or things going on, and then I would go there with that whole like fish out of water, like innocent Midwest girl, and be like, so what exactly is this whole vampire fetish thing you guys have?
Some of them are not really sexual. I mean,
no, a lot of them aren't. Like pony play. Do you know what that is? Like bronies? Have you heard of this?
No, you just have a horse and you let the tail touch you.
No, it's guys that dress up as full on ponies.
Oh, I went to Burning Man with a whole bunch of guys that dressed up as little dogs, and they thought this was really entertaining. In the middle of the heat, they're wearing these little doggy outfits, and I thought, oh God, this is exhausting.
But it's not even like it's not even sexual like the episode.
But to them, it is. I guess they're getting hot and
there's
bothered.
Something about it. But like when we were there, it was amazing because it was San Francisco. They would dress up as ponies and they would go out in the park, and one of them would be in a carriage, and then 2 ponies would pull the carriage. I got to sit in a carriage pulled by like 2 human ponies, and just like cha, and they would like pull me around the park.
I'd rather be dead. Anyway, I can't imagine. Show us another picture.
Oh, that's just the Laugh Factory.
No, but it isn't just the Laugh Factory. No, but it isn't, because that is really, to be able to work there. I worked there for probably over 30 years, but just to be able to work there and to get spots and this.
You're so right.
It's really, it's an accomplishment. How long have you been a comedian?
7 years.
And you're a regular?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Isn't it weird?
But then you still probably don't get spots all the time. It's really hard.
Yeah, I'm
for
lucky.
everybody. You know,
yeah, it is.
And there's different areas of getting spots and different people, and you have to, and the amount of schmoozing you have to do is exhausting.
Isn't it funny though how it changes when you're in the business for a while? Like I can still remember my first time going on the main stage at the Comedy Store and sitting in that green room and thinking, like, I can't believe I'm in this room. I can't believe the caliber of talented people that have been in this room.
I didn't even get it at all.
I mean, I did. Well, my first time performing at the Comedy Store, this is crazy. I'm sitting in the green room waiting to go on stage, and there's someone in the bathroom. The green room at the Comedy Store behind the main room, there's a bathroom in the green room. So if someone pees, you hear everything. Like it's in the room. And I hear a guy peeing in there and then doing like weird vocal exercises, like weird stuff. Like, who is in there? So I'm nervous. Like my first show there, I'm waiting to see who's going to come out. You know who walks out? Michael Richards. And I mean, I'm like a young kid. I've like barely been in LA for a minute. Out comes Michael Richards, and he goes, "Hey, are you next?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You mind if I go up real quick? I got to get out of here." Like, no, man, do your thing, whatever you want to do. So I'm like, great. Now I have to follow Kramer. Like, I mean, it's like my first time at the Comedy Store.
First time at the Improv, had to follow a Billy Crystal.
Oh my God,
that was my audition.
Isn't it crazy? But that's what people don't get is that, like, in this business, you could be 1 year into comedy and Dave Attell pops on stage before you, and you're like, well, I guess I'll do the best I can. And now it's just funny because I'll look at a photo at the Laugh Factory and, like, you're right. It is so awesome to be able to work these stages. Yeah.
Show us another picture.
Ah, Chewy.
Chewy
from Chelsea Lately. He was Chelsea's like assistant sidekick guy.
Porn.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he was doing porn, and then I think he became, and then she gave him a job on the show. I love him,
and he had a great sense of humor about himself and everything.
Yeah, he's the best. He had a radio show, so I did his radio a few times, and I think he might have got fired the episode I was on, not because of me, because of some stuff that he said. He was in a musical production of Jean-Benet Ramsey, like a musical about Jean-Benet Ramsey, and he was playing Jean-Benet Ramsey.
My child is stolen!
And he just said all this crazy stuff.
We don't know who, we don't know who, we don't know who, we don't know who.
I know, I don't think he understood like what he was really saying on the radio.
What part did he play?
Her! He was playing her! It sounds like a great production, to be honest. Oh, that was just that was an episode of the Playboy TV show. That was just like behind the scenes.
How do you find working there? Is it great or is it?
It was great, to be honest. I mean, it was such a good experience. You know, the president of the network at the time was a woman, which I thought was so cool and interesting.
Well, his daughter runs the company, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, but
it's very bigwig there.
What's weird is
Hef's daughter.
Playboy magazine, Playboy TV are like so separate. They don't even communicate. It's like two completely separate companies.
Did they change in Playboy that they're not showing something?
They took out nudity, but I think it's back now.
That
I don't even know.
seems so weird.
Yeah, they took it away.
They were always
and they brought
tasteful
it back.
nudity. It was never, graphic.
Super tasteful. I never did, because that's the one thing I was like, I don't want to do nudity just because I'm so like public with everything I do that the only thing I have private is like my genitals. So I kept keeping them to myself. No one gets to see them.
You don't have to do. You could do top and not do bottom.
Yeah, but then I'm like, why? Why do that for free?
And I was thinking, just you want to see my fake boobs? You can see.
Yeah.
You say these.
Buy me enough drinks, you'll get to see. No, I'm just kidding. But
so what do you have coming up? What's coming up for you?
I have tons of tour dates this summer.
Where are you working? Tell me where you're working.
I'm gonna be next week. I'm in Ohio, then the Columbus Funny Bone, then Vegas for a week.
Who are you working with?
Jim Florentine and Chad Zumach in Ohio.
Oh, there's
and
people,
then
people are going, oh my God, how exciting!
I'm not sure who in Vegas. It was supposed to be Theo Vaughn, but he's going to do JFL, so it'll be somebody else in Vegas, and then
Kevin Kern.
Yeah, hi Kevin. I was just in Alaska with that guy, Kevin
Sherry
Kern.
Levinsky. Hello, Sherry.
I worked in Alaska last week. What else? Oh, and then I'll be in August.
Where'd you work in Alaska?
I went to play this club.
There goes Jake's phone. It's okay. And during his show, this doesn't happen. Only mine.
Remember at the beginning when I was like, "This is so professional," and then we've got like bulldozers outside, like
phones going off. His thumb going up. It doesn't matter. It's just my show. I'm no one.
But I'll be anyway at the House of Comedy in Edmonton. I mean, in Minneapolis, Phoenix, Comic Strip in Edmonton. All these gigs, and then I'm going to go on the road with Ralphie May. So I've got like
I love Ralphie.
whole bunch of stuff over the summer. So you can follow me.
Doesn't his wife go out with him though?
They're divorced now.
Really? Did that one? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I don't know I don't know all the details. Yes, they do. And then, yeah. But I love Ralphie. He's the best.
Yes, he's very funny.
Yeah.
I started out with him.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a good guy. He sends me the nicest, like most supportive. There's some comics. There's a few.
None of these guys sent anything to me, just to let you know.
But that's what I was going to say. There are a few comics.
Eric is great.
That realize, Eric Griffin is amazing, that realize, here's what happens. They go, you know what, Kate, I recognize that you're funny, but you're an attractive chick, and probably a lot of comics are trying to bang you. So I just want you to know that I support you in anything I can do to help you, and I'll never try to bang you. I've literally had like maybe 10 male comics say that to me and legitimately like be that way with me always. They always help me. They've always been supportive, and they've never tried to hook up with me. And I can't tell you how much I love those people. Like I'm so grateful.
See, for me, I like people to hit on me, and then I like to say no.
That's true, but you don't want that to happen on the road.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I want people to pursue me as if I were hot, sexy, and just everything.
I get tired of
I'm not tired.
That. Okay, well, I like guys to tell me I'm funny. If you want a chance with me, just say I'm funny. Don't tell me I'm cute.
Don't say I'm funny. Say I'm hot and sexy.
Tell Jason he has an amazing body, and you want to see him nude.
Well, not too bad. Not too bad.
You are hot.
For an old guy.
No. For any guy.
Oh, you're so sweet. So how do people get a hold of you? What's the best way?
Just follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
You have a website though, right?
Yeah, katequigley.com, and then my social media is all Q Funny, at Kate Q Funny.
So, but they can find it all on your website.
Yeah, if you just go to my website, everything's linked up.
And if you forget her name for some reason, just go to jasonstewart.com, Stuart, and I will connect you up. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. You're the best.
Oh, you're better.
Aw, stop.
Bye, everyone. I'll talk to you next week. Oh, no, I won't. I'm having another show right after this.
Oh.
But when you see the show by yourself and you're not live, then there'll be nothing after this. So Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Take care.
He's absolutely Jason. He's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up the dark. Brighten up the dark.